Alright, y'all, so I'm doing this video from a different spot for a number of reasons. Alright, so number one, I don't want to have a video or I don't want to do this video with a police flag up or support for police. Alright, so I'm going to be talking about what Brandon Tatum said and my opinions right now on the Uvalde, Texas school shooting. Alright, so we all know, unfortunately, 19 kids died, 2 teachers died. Alright, suspect was also killed. So, things that Brandon Tatum said that needs to be called out, and things that he lied on or haven't been proven. Alright, so attack on law enforcement never ending. Alright, so we're not blaming all police officers during this. Alright. That's not what we're doing here. We are blaming the cowards that stood outside, the ones that arrested the parents because they would not go in there and do their job. Alright, the parents that got tased trying to save their children because the cops would not go in there and do their job. Alright, those are the cops that we're talking about. Not every single cop out there. Alright, just get that point clear. Alright, so he keeps talking about a rifle shield or a handgun shield. Alright, that doesn't matter. Alright, that's more protection than those kids had. Those kids had no protection whatsoever. Some of them had to smear blood off a dead person's body onto their body to make it seem like they were actually dead. Alright? So those kids had no protection. So when he's talking about, whether it's a rifle shield or a handgun shield, who cares what kind of shield it is, alright? It doesn't matter. He's talking about, well, if it's a handgun shield, he might as well not have a shield. Okay, well, don't take the shield. It doesn't matter. Don't take it. Who cares? Well, your job is to go in there, okay, and protect these kids. That is your whole job as a police officer, is to protect and serve the community. Standing outside waiting for backup or whatever you're doing is not protecting and serving the community. All right? So, like I said, the shooting was from 11:14 to 12:50, or 11:14 a.m. to 12:50 p.m. All right, that's the whole timeline from when it happened to when the shooter died. All right, so they said 19 minutes until backup arrived. So if that's the case, you're telling me you waited at least 19 minutes for officers that had rifles? You're telling me not a single officer out there had a rifle or a long gun until 19 minutes. Every single officer out there only had a pistol. So for 19 minutes, you did absolutely nothing. You might establish a perimeter, okay? But, so for 19 minutes, you did absolutely nothing. What you're saying, alright? Let's see. Alright, U.S. Marshals had to bring in shields, which, to me, again, the shields, your job is to go in there and protect and serve. Alright, so the shields to me that doesn't really matter to me, alright? Because they're saying SWAT team didn't have shields, cops didn't have shields. Again, your job is to go in there and take out the active shooter threat. Multiple officers have come out publicly and said that this is what, you're supposed to go in there and neutralize the threat. Police chiefs have come out publicly and said they would go in there and tell their guys and girls to neutralize the threat. They would go in there and neutralize the threat. Alright? So, he keeps also talking about he knows the person there. Okay, big deal. You know one cop there. Alright? I mean, we all know people. Alright? Now, I'm not saying that the person you know is lying. Alright? He may very well be telling the truth. Alright? Whether they have shields there or not. Alright? It doesn't matter. Again, you know a guy. Okay. So, 11:14 to 11:48, shooting continues, what they're saying, alright? But that's not confirmed. But earlier they were saying that the shooting was not continued, alright? So, either it is or it isn't, alright? He also said there's no reason to go to the locked door and bang on it without getting injured. Now, I will say from when I was in school, we did have what they called bulletproof glass, and I'll say it like that because we had a student slam one of the doors and it sent a crack down the middle of it. Now, obviously, it didn't shatter, but, if you can get a crack in it from slamming it, I'm pretty sure a gun round can shatter it, or multiple gun rounds can shatter it, or just the end of a gun hitting it. Whatever case may be, there's something out there that can shatter it. All right. He said there's no reason to go to the locked door because they couldn't get in. What do you mean there's no reason to go out to the locked door? All right. And the shooter actually left the classroom. All right. Went to another room, but he couldn't get in because it was locked. He went back into the same classroom, went through the double doors, and shot more kids. Why didn't they take him out there? All right. So, final thing I want to talk about. He says this a couple times in this video. He says a few officers got shot. All right. First time he says that is at the 12-minute mark. That is not true. I have not heard any reports of any officers being shot or injured during this Uvalde, Texas school shooting. Alright? All I heard about was 19 kids getting killed and 2 teachers being killed. Alright? And a lot of them could have been saved. Alright? A lot of them bled out because these officers were not going in there. Cops and doctors have come out publicly and said that. These kids and teachers died. Some of them could have been saved, but they bled out because they would not go in there and save these kids. Alright? But again, I haven't heard of any officers being injured or shot or anything. Alright? One last thing. There was an officer. Now, I'm going to try and get more info on this because the story has been covered up. But there was one officer, not the Border Patrol, but there was another officer. I'm not sure which department he was from. But he actually went in there on his own with his pistol. He was clearing hallways, and they actually took his gun away. So he could not do that. Now I'm trying to get more info on that. To wrap this up, alright? As far as Brandon Tatum goes, alright, I followed him for a long time. Alright? A lot of his videos I support until he started doing this. Alright? Honestly, I know he don't care. He's close to 2 million subscribers. Alright? Like I said, sorry about that, y'all. But like I said, he's close to 2 million subscribers. He don't care, alright? I'm at 8,000, barely. Alright, he doesn't care about me. Alright, it is what it is, alright? But all I'm trying to do is call out the truth. And ask questions, alright? I don't want no YouTube drama with anybody. I don't want going back and forth. I'm just calling it how it is, alright? Simple as that. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. As always, thank y'all for watching, and y'all stay safe out there.